All right, welcome back to the Vital Zone podcast. If you're new here, this is where we explore how small shifts create powerful results, or as we like to say, shift small, live big. Every episode, we share health news, timeless wisdom, and modern breakthroughs to help you unlock more balance, resilience, and vitality in your everyday life. And if you haven't heard the earlier part of the conversation yet, I recommend starting there. But if you're ready to keep going, then let's dive in.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right.
But electrolytes and vitamins and minerals will.
So so that sounded like my cleanse drink minus the aloe juice I used to drink in the mornings.
Correct.
So you add that to your water like this. This is a huge thing. Ice water.
If I get like not like hunger, but like you kind of feel hungry or thirsty, you need water and electrolytes. Right?
Yeah.
Water will go right through you if it doesn't have some sort of like electrolytes or sea salt to like help your body absorb it. Otherwise, you're just entertaining yourself by drinking a ton of water that just goes right through you. So hydration, black coffee, vitamins and minerals, and it makes a huge difference of making it a whole lot, being distracted with stuff to do.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're not going to eat dinner or just making that decision. Those are like a couple things that make the 36 hours a whole lot easier, because by the time I get home tomorrow and I'm at hour 20, that's when actually it'd be hour 20, 22, whatever. That's when like your brain just starts becoming super awake and alert. Like all brain fog just like melts away. And you're just...
So that's why I meditate, but fasting
clear.
can do the same
like
thing.
That brain fog, you're either, hungry, dehydrated, your body has toxins that it's trying to get rid of, like this is why you're just groggy. That goes away, and then you're like... It's like somebody turned the lights on.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like once you feel it for the first time, you're like, holy cow. Like it's bright in here.
All right, 36. I'll put it on my list. I'm definitely going to do
Just
it next
try
time.
20. Get 4 hours of autophagy.
No. I'm going to do the 36. I've done 24 before. Like I know I can do that.
I'm just saying, start somewhere that where you're like, that's
I've
easy.
already started. I've done it before. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to do 36. I'll tell you on the podcast after I do it. I'm not going to say when, but I want to ask you. So I've seen you do this a few times, obviously, but do you do any of the 16, 18, 20 in between your 36s, or do you just do like 136 a month or 136 bi-weekly? Do you or not even think that far ahead, or you just can tell by feeling it and you're like, oh shit, I just went to a party, I need to get fast?
Nah, the last week I did a 20, an 18, and a 16.
So you are fasting throughout the week.
No, that was just last week.
Oh.
It's
Just because you felt like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Is there something that sparks you to go, oh, I need to fast? Like, and I'm trying to think how I can use an example. When you're dehydrated, you got any water, right?
Is there
something that
you're talking about a trigger?
A trigger that goes.
What made me think of doing that last week?
Yeah, like what sparked you to go, I need to do, my body's telling me I need to just fast this week.
I knew I had a busy week, and I knew I was going out of town to a wedding, and I was going to eat a lot.
Right. So you were preparing before you were.
I was like, I know my body's not going to get any kind of healing or rest this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So let me and I'm not going to do a 36-hour before I go. Why I made that decision, I don't know, but that's probably what it was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's been 2 weeks, so I'm due for the 36. And like I said, I do it for the healing aspects, but you can't not lose weight from fasting.
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing something wrong if you're not losing weight. But that's not why I do it. But I am down since the accident in January. down 38 pounds, but I lost 25 pounds from the accident and
Yeah.
that whole experience. And then I came across that fasting video, and I was like stuck at like, whatever it was, 169 or 165. It doesn't matter. I was stuck. I was just like, I whatever I was doing, that's where I was going to stay. And then I came across the video, and again, my weight doesn't have anything to do with it, but that's when I started being unstuck, is when I started the fasting again.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty kick butt side effect, or a secondary benefit.
Yeah.
Like the belt that I have on right now, we were down at the wedding and I put on my pants and I didn't bring a belt because it's summertime. Like I hadn't put on like pants since, I was in the hospital. And Susan had to go get me a belt at Target yesterday for the wedding because my pants were like falling down.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is so cool. This is
Absolutely, man.
and
Sucks being overweight.
she's like, oh, well, what size? I was like, well, the 34 one I knew was getting down to where I was like, I needed it. So I was like, give me a 32. And she brought a 32 back, and I'm back in a 32 belt for the first time in probably like 8 or 9 years. And I didn't think I was ever going to get back there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But I don't know. I feel really good where I'm at. Like I know I need to exercise more. The winter's coming up. I'll hit up my infrared sauna. I am going to get one of these fasts in because I want to get that feeling you said, that clarity, which I get after I meditate, or after I do a Reiki session. But that
It's not like I'm telling you, when it hits or when it happens, it is literally like going into a dark room and then someone flipping on the lights. Like you're just like, what in the world is this mental clarity?
I
that
do
just
remember the feeling, and it was why I cried when I was eating his ribs. It was a beautiful day, but I'm telling you, everything just seemed prettier and cleaner and more crisp, like someone turned a light on, and then have these unbelievable fall off the bone ribs.
Yeah, your brain fog's not there. It's just so
I was able to appreciate it that
you don't
much.
even know
that
how
much
much
more.
brain fog you have until you don't have it. Right? You just think it's normal, or like you said, oh, I feel good. You don't feel anywhere near what you could feel if your body was in its real natural state.
Right. Oh well, that I agree with you 1,000% there. That's all we're trying to do.
So
Get our body back to that optimal
So where would
mental and physical.
you're saying? So I know CJ's talking big game here of going from 0 to 36, but
You think I need like some conditioning?
no, I if you're gung ho, you'll be able to do it. It'll be easy.
All I have to do is start. Once I start it, like if 7 o'clock rolls in, okay, I'm going to retract that because I think I did
Here's the
start
thing,
at
if
7
you
and I
start at
canceled it at
8,
9.
If you start at 8,
I got to get through the first night, and then I'm not.
then just don't go to bed hungry. So what time is that for you? Eat a late dinner. What time would a late dinner be?
Shit, yeah, probably like 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So don't have a calorie after 8, and then you go to 8 in the morning 2 days later. It doesn't have to be 7. 7's me because
Right.
of the way I when I wake up in the morning, right? So, and I know I won't go to bed hungry if I have my last calorie at 7 o'clock at night. If it's 8 for you, start at 8 o'clock. But the secret is don't go to bed
Yeah.
don't go to bed hungry, but don't go to bed full.
Right.
Don't get hungry while you're trying to fall asleep. And then you have one day, and then you'll be able to sleep the next night because your body's not wasting all of its energy, trying to digest food. But you only have to, make it till the next morning.
I think it actually is going to be a lot easier for me now. Because I can go a full day just off my shakes, and what, 200 calories.
Well, they have a lot of protein and vitamins, mineral. Like it has.
There is.
Body,
I just
body.
meant compared to like CJ 4 years ago, that was just eating pizza and subs and sandwiches and whatever I wanted. That's a lot harder to just jump into a 36-hour fast when your body is so used to nothing but carbs and sugar. Whereas,
if you, I could see how if your last meal, if you had hydrogenated oils, a lot of salt and a lot of sugar, I could see how you like would probably crave it before bed or the next. You know what I mean? Like
right. Well, that's why I'm wondering if that helps too. And then like what you eat before you start your fast, I would think would help the overall experience of the fast. Like if you're like, oh, I'm fasting tomorrow, I'm gonna have 3 pieces of pepperoni pizza and some bread and some French fries, right? And then versus I'm going to have a salad and some chicken and rice and some extra whatever. Your body the next day.
What is healthy? Again, for you, what is like a healthy meal that you can eat a little more than you'd used to that would fill you up?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
A healthy, that's.
I know what mine is.
See,
That's what I had this weekend.
It would probably be like a steak salad. Like I need
Mine would be Chipotle, white rice, steak or chicken.
See, I need a lot of rice though. That's why I don't think it's healthy.
That's why they have beans and guacamole and protein.
I don't like beans.
So. Whatever. But I know for me, if I had to have a healthy meal before a fast, I would have a protein, a rice, vegetables, and some sauces that weren't all sugar that made it taste really good. And I could be completely fine. So,
I'm just saying, I think it matters.
I'm saying whatever that is, whatever the answer to that question is, have that as, your quote last meal, which you make it sound like you're on death row and they come in and they're like, you got one meal left. What do you want? And you're like, oh,
it's sort of what it feels like in my head when I'm like, I'm not going to eat for 2 days, but it's not 2 days.
You're not going to die.
So let me ask you this question about this. So the Ignite Nutrifusion here, when you're fasting and you can't drink coffee, because it's 3 p.m. and coffee's got that 12-hour half-life that's going to keep you up until 3 a.m. Is this what you...
So this is what I take. It's Ignite Energy Spray, and this has some caffeine. It's plant-based caffeine, but basically it's plant-based caffeine, some vitamins, and some herbs that gives you that clarity energy boost without overloading your system with caffeine that could affect your sleep. So I have the black coffee in the morning. I do not have any coffee caffeine or any other like heavy caffeine after noon, 12 o'clock noon, because it does affect my sleep.
Oh, me too. I used to meet my dad for espresso at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. CJ's like, man, I just couldn't sleep last night. I was like, dude, you had a double espresso at 3 p.m. You're like, that has something to do with it? And I'm like, you don't know about the half-life?
And I start looking back, and I'm like, no wonder every coffee with Dad, I was up till 4 a.m.
200 milligrams of caffeine at 3 p.m. So by like 9 p.m., you still got 100 milligram. Like,
the math, actually. Like it.
Yeah, so I don't have any. So I love my coffee, and I'll wake up every day and have the two cups of coffee. Black coffee. I drink your coffee, the independent ground. But in the afternoon, if I get like a lull or I need a pick-me-up, that's when I use the Ignite. It's 3 sprays, absorbs in your mouth, doesn't break a fast. It doesn't It's absorbed in your mouth, so like it's not interrupting your autophagy.
So, and I had another question regarding that. Like, so you absorb it in your mouth. When there was a Joe Rogan episode where Terrence Howard was on, and he had a spray that he said his wife makes him take. He sprays it under his tongue, but it was the way that he took it under his tongue. It made it so much better compared to capsules. I don't know.
Okay. No, we're gonna have this conversation. You brought it up.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, what's the difference between that and just popping a capsule?
I'll tell you. So, just like the probiotics, you can get it in powder.
Yeah.
You can get it in capsules. Capsules is the best because that being in a capsule, like I put my probiotics in my smoothie.
Same thing with my mushroom supplements. I get them in the powder, but the gummies are really bad. But I don't want to get into all that. But
No, we're not getting into gummies. I can't even sit here and tell anybody, like working with supplements for the last 6 years, I still don't know how gummies
made it as a.
Well, I know how because kids will take them. Kids, you need your vitamins. Here, take a gummy, and they think it's candy.
Right.
But like these vitamins right here, these are chelated, meaning your body can absorb them fast.
Yeah.
Has the right amounts. It has vitamins, minerals, superfoods. Like this is the Mercedes-Benz or Ferrari of vitamins.
Right.
Like your body doesn't even need to change. Like I have to take folate for whatever I got going on in me. Doctors are like, you need to take folic acid for whatever reason. I'm like, okay. But do I take folic acid? No, I take methylated folate because I don't want my body doing the job of taking the folic acid, digesting it, and having to turn it into a bioavailable form of folic acid. So methylated folate's already in that form, so I take that form. There's only two ways for anything to get into your system. And we're not going to talk about drugs, but it either goes in your stomach or it goes into your bloodstream. Like we just talked about me being in the hospital with not being able to eat or drink. Well, they were feeding it through an IV and a feeding tube into my veins.
Yeah.
Right? I had an IV that went from my arm the whole way into my heart to feed me food because your body needs nutrients. Like, it's a fact. Or it goes through your digestive system. So if you want to bypass the digestive system, and here's another quick story. The pain that I was in, they gave me Tylenol through an IV. It was amazing. And when I got out of the hospital, I was still on Tylenol, and it didn't work at all. Because if it goes in your stomach, then it has to go through your liver, and your body got to do all this work to convert it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can get it to your bloodstream and skip the stomach, like an oral spray or a dissolving tab, and I hate needles, so I'm not like, putting any needles in me. But if you can get the same stuff to get to your bloodstream without your stomach, they call it liposomal, which means it's absorbed in your mouth. So it goes into your blood from your mouth, not through your stomach and then your liver, and then have to do all that work. So if you're going to take any kind of vitamins, make sure they're methylated.
Right.
So that's going to help you fasting with the extra energy and not affect your sleep.
This is like one of a kind. Didn't Craig get a patent on it?
The manufacturer has a patent on it.
Yeah.
The energy delivered by a liposomal spray, so it's absorbed in your mouth. So you're not... Because all the energy drinks out there, they have a ton of caffeine.
Right.
And they do have some vitamins. But the problem is...
Well, they got so much of everything.
They have some stuff that's
if you're drinking something and your glass is stained afterwards, you really want that?
It's really bad for your kidneys. So I can't do that. It's bad for your liver. It's bad.
All right. Nutrifusion Ignite Fast Acting Spray, only one.
So, yeah, this is what you want to take if you can't you need caffeine, but you don't want it affecting your sleep. and you don't want it messing up your fast or even messing up your organs.
That's awesome. So that's one of your other little tricks to
the
get you
link will
through
be
the
in
afternoon.
the show notes. But I wouldn't, like, for me, I still have my coffee in the morning and then an energy spray in the afternoon if I need it.
Yeah.
Vitamins just take methylated, so it's bioavailable. Like, your body doesn't have to do any work. It's readily absorbed.
So even the methylated vitamins, is that what these are?
Yeah, they're chelated.
So
They're bioavailable.
Can we put these on our site too?
Yeah, we'll put a link in the...
Just so if anyone's interested, we already did the homework. So we'll give you a link for this. So you're not, that's the tough part about. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but for me, not being a supplement expert, you've been in the industry.
I've been from the formulations to the manufacturing to the third-party testing to using it to see if it works to the marketing of it. Like,
and
I've
I know
seen the whole spectrum
more than probably the average person. Even like I'll use probiotics for example. The stuff that they can put on the packaging that your average person doesn't see about, billion live cells at the time of production versus
when it hits your stomach.
When it hits your stomach, all they see is a billion live cells on the packaging. Yeah. So how many multivitamins are out there? You're like, oh, I'm getting a new multivitamin by Hims. Or I don't mean
odds are, if it's cheap, it's synthetic, which means you're wasting your money.
Right.
Right. Or if it's a decent multi, like if it's not chelated or methylated, like your body will have to do that work. So any supplements that are like super cheap, they're worthless.
That drove me nuts. I remember when I started taking my mushroom supplements, I think I started on like gummies or something. And I had the formula down. I knew which mushrooms I wanted to take for which whatever. And I was taking these for however long. Come to find out, like, oh yeah, the gummies, you're getting like a percentage. So if it says you're getting 1,000 milligrams of lion's mane in the gummy, you're getting like 10 milligrams because the gummy just breaks it up or whatever. But anyway, the amount of money that I spent thinking, take the fucking placebo, or I don't like cursing on this podcast, take the placebo effect out away. This is still...
Like those vitamins you give your kids that are gummies, they just spray the vitamins on the gummy, and they're synthetic vitamins. It's worthless.
Worthless, but the amount of money you spend on it.
You can't use, like, your body can't use and absorb those. A gummy's... At least for vitamins, I can't speak for all gummies in the supplement space, but at least for vitamins, like, and then they can put on the label that it's got, all these, because that's what is in the spray that they're spraying on the gummy, and it's fake.
Yeah,
it's fake. Period. End of subject. So, but supplements can get away with it, just like you said. It's got X billion probiotics, right?
Right.
Sounds cool. But if it's all one strain,
and it's at the time of production, and then half of them die by the time they get to the shelf, and then after they sit on the shelf, the other half of them die, and then if you don't refrigerate them,
they'll die because it's just bacteria, right? So we're not going to get into all that because that's why we're going to have Marty on the show from Aspire to talk about all this stuff. But just because it's on a label,
right?
Like, legally, they're good. But your body says you just wasted your money. Yeah. Right? You're just going to, it's just going to go right through.
Gummies taste good, though.
Yeah, because people think they're candy.
Right.
Who doesn't like candy?
Yeah, I can eat this gummy.
No, it's great marketing.
Effects of,
it's phenomenal marketing.
Yeah.
If you could just eat a piece of candy and get all your daily vitamins, wouldn't that be great?
Be amazing.
Everyone's like, sign me up. How many do I have? 2 gummies?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. But the one last thing I'll say is when you break a fast, not breakfast, but break fast, you should do it with healthy fats and healthy protein to give your liver a reintroduction of insulin. So I break all my fasts with bone broth.
Okay.
And sea salt. and then I'll have like lean protein if I'm hungry, because as soon as you like break a fast, your body's like, oh, we get to eat again.
Yeah, yeah. That's the first thing I'm thinking. Like everything seems so good, right? You smell.
You're like, let's go, baby.
Yeah, but it's like a clean
So
clean
I have-
engine. You got to put clean fuel in there.
I have 1 cup of bone broth with some sea salt, and sometimes I'll do like Miracle Fiber or something, and then I'll have like a lean protein, like a chicken or a fish or something like that. And then about an hour later, your body's like, "Hey, man, you broke your fast. Let's get something to eat."
Yeah.
And then try to have a healthy meal as your first meal back.
Yeah.
So that's important. Like if you break a fast and just have that insulin jump like crazy, it's not really good for you to shock the system like that. So you just
I think you
shock it a
probably
little.
crash afterwards too, mentally. Like,
I wouldn't know, because I again have done enough to know
Yeah.
that that's how you break it and you're good to go.
All right. Well, I think that was a great episode. I don't know if there's anything
Yeah,
else you
I
want to
don't-
speak to.
No, I don't think so.
You want to look at your papers there? Anything else we missed?
No, just try it. I mean,
Try it. Try fasting. I will do a 36-hour. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm not promising I will do it before our
I'm
next
doing it
episode.
tonight, for sure.
I will do it before the end of this year. That I promise.
Oh,
36-hour one.
dude. No, bro.
Oh, what? I've
No,
done everything
no,
I said I was going
time
to do.
out, time out. Like,
You can't time out the podcast. We're not pausing.
no, think about it. Like we talk about the 80-20 rule and shift small, live big. Like, just do one. Just pick a day, pick a weekday, a weeknight.
Yeah.
But if you give yourself to the end of the year, you'll do it at the end of the year.
That's
So
the
pick a
point.
day in the next week.
In the next week.
However long you give something is how long it's going to take, which is why everybody, including me, in college, you had 2 weeks to do a term paper. Everybody did their term paper the last night because it was due the next day. So you can't give yourself till the end of the year.
All right. I didn't like
Just
Sunday
pick a day
last
in the
time
next
because of family dinners and stuff. I'll do next Monday.
Monday night.
Monday
All
night.
right, I'll do one. I'm doing one this Monday night. I'll do one next Monday night.
All right. So
So
Sean's
now you're
doing
on the
his
hook.
tonight. I'm on the hook now. I got an accountability partner who's going to make me
You're
do
on the hook.
Yeah,
You're
well,
doing it.
I'm going to do it. I'm not worried about it.
I'll do one this week, next week. You know, it's good for me. I get a ton out of it. But just pick, and the audience, just pick a day. Do 16 hours.
Yeah. Start small. Start
Set-
small.
Stop at 7 or 8, and then just skip breakfast. So a 16-hour fast, all you're doing is skipping breakfast. Just skip breakfast one day and see how your body and your brain like reacts to it.
That's it. And if you want help with that, you can go to independentground.com, independentground.com for coffee, nutrifusion.com. Do you want to, it's spelled a little different, nutrafuzen.com.
If anybody's interested, how the heck do you come up with NutriFusion? It's nutraceuticals for your Zen. That's what NutriFusion stands for.
All right. And Aspire Nutrition. They got the best supplements
Yeah,
on
we're
the,
gonna have Marty on the show.
He's not going to care that we're plugging them, but they are amazing. These probiotics have changed lives. I can't wait to have him on the show to talk about that. Literally changed
We'll
lives.
have him on the show plenty of times. Marty's has got a great story, and anybody that I've gotten or recommended Aspire to, like my brother, my sister.
A game changer, dude.
You,
I
Mike
just
back
swore
here,
by
Mike
the
back
probiotics.
here,
Yeah.
you know, hit me up all the time. Like because if you take something and you can tell the difference, which is hard to do for something that you put in your body. Like you really don't know because you can't see it. But when you can feel a difference with something like the Healthy Energy Spray, or you know the benefits of a good probiotic that has multiple strains, enough volume, you're like, wow, like
Oh,
I'm gonna keep taking that.
1,000%, dude. My shakes, I'm Kachava. My biggest fear is that they're gonna go bankrupt or something, and I'm not going to be able to get it anymore. That's how like my body appreciates it that
They're big
much.
enough where if that happened, somebody would buy them. So you're fine.
All right, good. All right, well, thank you for listening. Anything else you want to say?
No, I would say the one takeaway from
One small shift.
The one small shift is pick a day and skip breakfast.
There it is. So, the Vital Zone podcast. I'm CJ.
I'm Sean.
Thank you very much for listening. God bless you all. Peace.